first met working out with it Matt Leinart?
Yep, Manhattan Beach.
Manhattan Beach, right? And I was a free agent at that time,
Yeah.
and that's how I ended up in Cincinnati.
Okay.
Matt, yeah.
Coach C was out there.
Yep.
Matt called Carson.
Carson to come out and throw.
Carson was out there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carson was out there too.
Matt called Carson to come throw.
Yep.
We're out there throwing at like some middle school.
Yep.
And Carson was
Redondo,
like,
Redondo, some school, whatever, somewhere like that.
yes. And
I
he liked him.
Right.
Yeah.
The rest is history.
Yeah.
And what was so crazy is that because this is what happened during the course of my career. Because I'm such a long strider, my speed is deceptive. And Carson was we were throwing go routes, but he couldn't out-throw me because I looked, like I said, I didn't look fast. And then after that, he was like, yo, you still a free agent? I'm like, yeah. And that's how I ended up, because he went back to camp and told his coaches that.
So y'all missed each other at Cincinnati then?
Yeah, I had just left to go to Seattle.
Okay.
Just left to go to Seattle. Had to get my retirement pay.
Yeah. Hey, he left. That means he left for the money, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. And the Bengals had signed
Antonio
Bryant, one through the jersey and the Parcell face.
Right.
That didn't work out.
Yeah.
Right. We went in, they brought us in, met
Nah. They signed Lavernius Coles, then Antonio Bryant.
Oh, wow.
Right,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, LC.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
LC.
then-
Shout
right,
out.
So I was a free agent, and I think when Carson told them about me, they brought us both in. So I had met with Marvin, coach, and then met with the offensive coordinator, the receivers coach. And so, so I went in, and then I'm like, okay, cool. So, went to dinner and did all the good stuff, and then Antonio came in the same day. And then we left the next day. And so I remember the guy driving me to the airport.
Without signing you.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm on my way to the airport, and they basically went with Antonio Bryant because he was 10 years younger than I was. And then he goes through OTAs and all the other mini camps.
Got hurt.
Yeah. He was hurt. He was hurt the entire time. Come to find out, he was hurt the entire time. Went to some doctor. They basically kind of just cleared him. But then they kept saying he kept limping during the practices, and then they brought me in.
Did they wine and dine you before you got to Seattle? Did you get the free agent treatment?
Seattle was nice. They
flew
us in on a private jet.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then when we got to the airport, put us on a seaplane.
Okay. So you didn't know where you was going at that point, right?
Seaplane, you think, they kind of explained it to us.
Right.
Because my wife and my kids were with me. We fly around Seattle, and then we land right in the lake. And Seattle's facility is on the lake.
Lake is right there.
So we land right on the lake, we get off and go in. Yeah, it was
clean.
it was nice.
Treatment.
Hey, that's a real free agent treatment,
Yeah.
right? Because I never knew that some people get that.
I left Seattle on a private jet to Minnesota.
Because you had to visit the Vikings.
I had to visit. I gave the Vikings my word that I would go.
Okay.
And so I went anyway, and I actually enjoyed that. Like that when the money is the same, it's so hard.
Mm-hmm. So why'd you choose Seattle instead of Minnesota since the money was about the same?
2 reasons. Money, no state tax in Washington, state tax in Minnesota.
Okay.
Secondly was their quarterback in Seattle was Matt Hasselbeck, and the Minnesota Vikings, rest his soul, was Tavares Jackson. But I
Who ended up going to Seattle.
But I should slap myself because about 3 to 4 months later, Brett Favre came to Minnesota.